station. Masks are strongly recommended while on the beach.
Well, that was a long ride. Hey, what's happening, guys? Alex here, once again in the city's Scarborough borough in the East End at Warden Avenue and Ellesmere Road. And I just got off pretty much for TTC's longest bus route, the 996 Wilson Express, which goes all the way from Humber College in the very West End in Etobicoke, and it got extended to Ellesmere Station back in January. This was to like a duplicate like express bus service along Ellesmere. Originally, I didn't like it, but hey, at least I took two routes to get here from home. But still, poor Aero drivers, LOL. But yeah, now we're walking east along the south side of Ellesmere Road. And yes, I was just here 3 days ago. Why am I doing this video again, you may ask? It's pretty simple. I came here on Monday. I had this, I knew I was going to be here because it was on my list. It's been a while since I filmed a walking video on Ellesmere. But at the time when I came, it was lightly raining on and off. And I had concerns about that, but I was daring, so I still went ahead. So I started filming with this camera. And then at Birchmount, I decided, okay, let me just switch to the phone, because normally I don't really film walking videos in the rain. I've only done that a couple of times, but I felt like it was gonna get pretty bad, so I turned this off at Birchmount and then I switched to my phone. Of course, I film elevator videos with that in 60 frames per second, and I put on the wide-angle lens, and I successfully filmed it. And then by the time I stopped the video, the rain let up and a little bit of sun came out. Again, the past week has been absolute shit. It was cloudy, gloomy, rainy, but hell, even today was supposed to be raining. And guess what? It's overcast, a little bit of sun, doesn't hurt at all. But I'm not done yet. I came, when I came back home, of course I had to import the two separate clips, and I did that on my MSI laptop, which produces faster rendering. However, with it was only one take I did on the iPhone, and there looks like they're doing some construction on this temple here. Yeah, and with that, I plugged my phone into the damn laptop, and it didn't work. It wouldn't even it said failed to import one video. That happens all the time when I'm trying to import like videos from my phone. But when I filmed the elevators at the Rand building in Buffalo, New York last week, it did work. I was successfully able to edit that video. So instead of that, I was like, fuck that, we're gonna do this all over again. And I don't mind, because I don't have any plans, and today it just seemed like a better day than Monday to redo this walking video. So I just deleted the clips, and here I am again, today being Thursday, May the 4th. Yes, May the 4th be with you, for those that like Star Wars. I'm a little bit, but I'm not that big of a fan. I have watched all the movies though. But again, I know the sky seems slightly ominous, but no, it's not like Monday, when it was like friggin' on and off raining. So I'm gonna do what I did on Monday. I'm gonna cross over to the other side at Birchmount and show you guys the last remaining dine-in Pizza Hut in Toronto. That's all I know of. I'll talk more about that when we get across. Right after I finished filming my walking video, I did go into the plaza, which has an old Northern elevator, and I filmed it. So a lot of times I try not to film when there's people in the elevator, but when I came up to the 3rd floor and was about to go back down, a guy came in, and I had the camera in an awkward position, so I think I'm gonna redo it again. Oh, and also on the positive note, as I just said, I only had to take 2 routes to get here to Scarborough. The subway, of course, and then, but 990 says right across. So, a big win-win. Even though I originally despised duplicating service along York Mills and Ellesmere Road. Oh, fuck me running. What the hell was that? Must have been a loud, there it goes again! What in the hell was that? Don't tell me it was a fucking gunshot. Or was it a vehicle backfiring? That almost scared the living hell out of me. Anyway, since I didn't want to wait for the lights, I'm just gonna continue along here. Sad news coming out of Atlanta, Georgia yesterday. More gun violence erupting in the United States. Very sad. And I got a friend who goes to school in Atlanta. But hey, you know something? I filmed 6 videos in Buffalo, USA last week, and they were all successful. And there were no problems, especially that we were right next to the Canadian border. So again, a win-win situation, but when you go deep into the United States, like I mentioned, if you go to Tennessee, Georgia, maybe Illinois, then you definitely have to be scared. Especially when you're making a walking video. Like, personally, I wouldn't really... I know I just said I filmed walking videos in the United States last week, but I don't think I do them in like other big cities like Chicago or Detroit. I don't know, because America is about gun violence, and it's crazy. One mistake and you're gunned down. It's terrible. Friggin' terrible. This is the first time this year I'm seeing dandelions pop up all over the place. Thanks to the rain we got this week, a lot of them have sprung up. It's 10 Celsius right now. And tomorrow I think it's gonna go up to 19, so we're gonna go back into the late teens. So hoping I don't have to wear a sweater again. I know I gotta wear a jacket. Despite the shitty weather we had this week, I still went out. I went out, of course, Monday. I filmed a bus ride. And of course I tried to film this walking video, which I did, but it didn't turn out well, as I just mentioned. And the next day all I did was I filmed 2 bus routes and went elevator hunting. In fact, after this video, I don't even know where I'm gonna go next. I could head back on the 996 to Bathurst and Wilson, because there's 3 elevators that I want to film. So nice art on that Taco Bell, owned by Yum Brands. And speaking of Yum Brands, here's Pizza Hut. Now, oh shit, I didn't even realize the camera might have been out of focus. But anyway, those of you that have been around for a really long time, you guys may remember Pizza Hut's dine-in concept, and it was probably the best thing. And then in the late 2010s, Yum Brands announced that they would close a lot of dine-in locations of Pizza Hut. And when I was growing up, I would always go to the one on Black Creek and Lawrence with my dad, and I don't remember who else, but they just announced that, okay, we're just going to close everything up and make Pizza Hut focus on their delivery and takeout service instead. So I was quite disappointed, and then I didn't have Pizza Hut for a while. And as far as I know, this is the only dine-in location that's around in Toronto. I don't know if there's anywhere. I don't know if there's anything else like this in Ontario or even Canada. But after I finished filming the video, I showed my mom a picture of this. and you know, I told her maybe one day we can go out here and get the Vidinin service. Now, I did pass by this location other times, and I had to double check it again and see if it was actually a dining Pizza Hut, and it is. I cannot believe there's still one standing here in the city. So now we're at Birchmount Road. I filmed a walking video down here back in December. And we're going to continue to Kennedy. And then where I'm going to go, I don't know. But the day's supposed to be really nice later on, so maybe I'll stay out. I don't know, but another thing too, when I was filming my failed video, it was kind of a bit ranty because I was going off on fucking cyclists that were on the sidewalk. I'm not joking. I don't have respect for people that are riding their bikes on the friggin' sidewalk. It's dangerous. It's illegal here in the city. I have to tell. Of course, people don't give a shit anyways. But don't F around with me though. I had to tell off 2 cyclists that were on the sidewalk. One was going in the direction I'm walking, and everyone in the other direction. So I told them off respectfully, but of course they didn't give a shit. So they just kept going along their way. Did I forget to mention that a lot of Ellesmere Road is partially commercialized and has residential homes as well, like this. So if you're living on a very busy street like this, I feel for you guys that have a car and gotta reverse out. But that's how it is in suburban neighborhoods like here in Scarborough and nowhere else. North York, Etobicoke, York. Actually, York and East York are kind of small. They wouldn't have this shit here. Those stroads and not pedestrian friendly. See, look, there's some blue sky. I like that. Look, there's something else I was gonna say now and I forgot. Oh yeah, and the election is coming up. Who will replace John Tory? Honestly, looking at the plans from each of the candidates, a lot of them are quite promising, especially when it comes to reversing those damn TTC cuts and also bringing even more rapid transit to Scarborough, especially when the RT closes in November. And I think the board is going to report back and finalize their plans on replacing the SRT with shuttle buses, which won't be a good contribution to commuters who have to rely on the SRT, or who rely on the SRT rather. And then they gotta cram themselves into a friggin' shuttle bus and stay trending there for like, what, 15-20 minutes? Normally from Kennedy to Scarborough Center, it takes just about 10 minutes. But with that, I mean, I did hear that the city is going to install priority lanes for those shuttle buses along Kennedy, Midland, and Ellesmere roads. And then by 2025, the RT infrastructure would already be converted to the right-of-way. So they're just going with what is best for people, and I'm glad that the public is starting to be more consulted about that, but there's still plenty of people that don't even know what's coming for them. I feel for anybody that's living like, what, Malvern, Morningside Heights, because a lot of the bus routes there, they go to Scarborough Center, and then you gotta waste like 20 minutes on a packed shuttle bus in traffic, only to get to Kennedy and then downtown. So, no offense, but I don't think it's a good time to be commuting or living in this part of town. Well, actually, it depends on where you live in Scarborough, but as I mentioned before, the borough has been proportionally affected with lack of rapid transit, and there's a lone squirrel just running around on whatever side street that is. Investigative, but looking kind of cute. And I just realized we're almost done. I didn't even snap a thumbnail. I'm gonna have to... Oh, come on. I'm not even looking at the camera the whole time. Shit. And the damn thing is going out of focus. It's not like the older camera when I had the same model and the zoom broke and then the camera just kept going out of focus all the damn time. I'm gonna do a retake of the elevator as well at the plaza, and then maybe I'll go back into North York. I'll just hang out there. I do want to film more bus rides though. Maybe I'll try and film one. Maybe to York Mills, and then I'll just stay off camera and get off at what's his face, Bathurst, because there's 3 office buildings that may have some vintage elevators in there. And yes, I am risking myself, because technically I am trespassing on private property, but most of the time security doesn't really care. But at bigger corporations or government facilities, then they do give a shit about photographers and people coming in. But of course, I've always looked inside to make sure that there's like no security person there or no desk. And I think I've probably mentioned this before in other videos, but yes, they do have the right to ask you to leave because it's private property, but the treatment really depends. I've already seen from other elevator enthusiasts in the United States especially that they've gotten rude treatment from security guards because they don't want them to film the elevators inside. I haven't gotten that type of treatment yet, but I mean, still, you gotta be careful. And unfortunately, a lot of places that I went to that had vintage elevators have been modernized. And you don't see much Highland Farms in the GTA anymore. I remember going to the one on Dufferin, halfway between Steeles and Finch. This might be a good shot here. And we're coming up to Kennedy Road. And it's a bit of a walk to get to Ellesmere RT station. If I was going downtown, then actually maybe I wouldn't walk there. I'd probably take the 43 down to Kennedy and then subway across. But I am most likely gonna head back on the 996 and get off at Bathurst. I think that's what I'm gonna do. And then I don't know where else. I do want to film more videos though, but I'm not sure where. I was just in Scarborough like the other day, so I'm not going to be hanging around here for much longer. And also, I'm one bus route away from taking it to school, but hell no, I'm done. I'm done school. Though I am going to apply for a job, so here's the plaza, which has the northern elevator, but I got to walk in there. So this will be my 3rd time going there. The first time I went in, the elevator was out of order. The second time I did get the video, but somebody I always feel uncomfortable when I'm filming and there's like a human being in there. So I believe that Orion NG Hybrid is the 995, and then behind it might be a 95 or a 996, one of them. But we have made it to Kennedy Road. And I'm gonna end things off right here, and I'll yep, I was right, that's the 95. Anyway, so and there's the 996. I'm not gonna hop on a friggin' Nova. So thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. As always, stay tuned for more videos, and check out my others as well. And enjoy your Thursday or whenever you may be watching this, and especially wishing you good life, health, prosperity, and I guess you know what's being done now. Anyway, take care guys, adios, au revoir, cheerio, bye-bye. Now he's muffling.